As news of Caesar's assassination spread, Rome was overwhelmed by shock and fury. In the midst of this chaos, Antony proclaimed himself Caesar's legitimate successor to secure the people's support. How would he guide Rome through the turmoil left by the assassination? Meanwhile, Octavian, named as Caesar's heir in his will, began rallying the legions' loyalty, asserting to Romans everywhere that he was the true successor to Caesar. The Senate was divided over Rome's future. Some demanded the restoration of the Republic, while others called for a new powerful leader. This turbulent political stage hinted at the emergence of a new power structure. Caesar's blood-stained toga symbolized the upheaval of the late Republic and foreshadowed the dawn of another era. The world watched, uncertain of how his death would reshape Rome. Antony, Octavian, and Lepidus formed the Second Triumvirate out of mutual interest to quell Rome's chaos, yet their alliance was already riddled with personal ambitions. At the Battle of Philippi, they vanquished Caesar's assassins and demonstrated the might of their coalition, yet beneath the victory lay the seeds of growing discord over power. Octavian, hailed by the public as the young Caesar, swiftly rose in influence through political cunning and widespread admiration, foreshadowing an inevitable clash with Antony. Lepidus gradually lost his foothold within the triumvirate's power struggle, leaving Antony and Octavian on a collision course that would define Rome's destiny. Antony and Cleopatra formed a bond that surpassed mere political convenience. This golden alliance between Rome and Egypt aimed to establish a new center of power in the Eastern Mediterranean. Cleopatra, embodying the power of Egypt, partnered with Antony in a grand strategic move. She provided him with military and financial support, while he defended her throne, a partnership that was both pragmatic and passionate. Their union went beyond mere political strategy and thrived on cultural exchange and, some say, mutual fascination. Yet, in Rome, there were those who regarded Antony's alignment with Cleopatra as dangerous treachery. As Antony and Cleopatra consolidated their power in the East, Octavian felt increasingly threatened. Inevitably, the Roman world was heading toward another great confrontation. Octavian persuaded the Senate to brand Antony and Cleopatra as enemies of Rome, bolstering his image as the defender of legitimate Roman values. Through widespread propaganda, Octavian claimed that Antony and Cleopatra threatened Rome's honor. This campaign swayed public opinion away from Antony and turned many to the young leader's cause. Militarily, Octavian meticulously organized his forces, gaining both popular and legionary support. He laid the groundwork for a decisive showdown against the Eastern Alliance. At last, prepared for a major naval battle that would shape Rome's future, Octavian advanced into battle. Who would emerge victorious from this epic conflict? At the Battle of Actium, Antony and Cleopatra staked everything on one final gamble. They ventured onto the high seas in a decisive clash that would determine Rome's destiny. Octavian, equally determined, would not back down. The sea erupted with flame and battle cries as the confrontation quickly escalated, bringing the fate of empires to the brink. Vessels collided and the skies filled with embers, turning the sea into a chaotic inferno. This climatic scene of Actium stood as both the pinnacle of Rome's civil strife and the threshold of a new era. In the end, Octavian held the upper hand, forcing Antony and Cleopatra into a desperate retreat. This defeat would hasten the downfall of both lovers and change the course of Roman history. Shattered by defeat, Antony found himself in Alexandria, overcome by remorse. Once Rome's mightiest general, he now stood alone, cornered by the relentless tide of history. Realizing there was no escape from Octavian's reach, Cleopatra, the formidable queen of Egypt, made her final, fateful choice. Even her bold charisma proved powerless against the unstoppable forces of the age. With Cleopatra's death, the last vestige of an independent Egypt was extinguished. Octavian thus emerged as the unchallenged master of Rome. Their fall etched a deep scar in both Roman and Egyptian history, a tragic finale forever remembered as a tale of power, love, and irreparable downfall. In the end, Octavian ascended as Rome's first emperor, Augustus, officially marking the close of the Republic and the dawn of the Roman Empire. Under Augustus' rule, Rome rose from civil chaos to become one of the most formidable empires in history. The turbulence of the past had given way to unprecedented expansion and stability. The golden eagle now stood as the empire's defining emblem, while the Rome reshaped by Octavian would leave a lasting mark on world history. Antony, Cleopatra, and Octavian's rivalry was far more than a political power struggle. Their grand drama of ambition, love, and betrayal continues to captivate historians and artists today. To this day, their story remains a key subject in education and research. Scholars examine this tumultuous era to explore how leadership and power structures evolve and adapt. The lessons of leadership passed down from Antony and Octavian still echo in modern politics, economics, and international relations. Balances of power, the fragility of alliances, and the clash of ambitions remain timeless themes.